so...
You've stood there. Take your hand off my camera. Don't touch my property, mate. Hi everybody, PJ here, and today we're going to have a look at a company I used to do a bit of delivery work for. Now, when I first arrived, one of the workers saw me getting out of the car, took one look at me and ran straight into the office to tell them who I was and what I'd be doing. It didn't take long for the management to come out and start imposing their laws on me, shall we say, and telling me what I can and can't do from a public place. So first off, one chap comes out and asks what I'm doing, and I just explain that when I used to have a haulage company, I used to run in and out of there, and I'm here now making a video for YouTube. And I ask him a couple of questions, you know, how long you've been here and all the rest of it, but he doesn't want to answer. Anyway, he trots off, and as he's walking away, he bumps into one of the other managers that work there, and very shortly he approaches me. You what, sorry?
How can I help you?
I don't need any, mate. I'm alright. I'm just doing a video, that's all.
Video?
Video, yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, YouTube. I used to drive out of here a long time ago.
Really?
Yeah, 20 odd years ago.
Alright. Lorry driver?
Well, I used to have a haulage company.
Alright.
I used to run out of here, yeah.
20 years ago.
20 years ago, yeah, when you were still back in, what, Poland?
Yeah.
Yeah? Jesteś Polski?
Yeah, since Polski.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, yeah, a long time ago. How long you been here?
Well, it's my private thing.
Your private thing?
Yeah.
Alright. So do you work for these, or do you work for Staff Line?
I'm not working for Staff Line.
You're not working for Staff
No.
Line? Oh, I just wondered with your... was it on your...
No, it's just a top. Okay.
You used to work for Staff Line then?
Yeah, years back.
Years and years ago. So what do you do here then?
Well, it's my description. No worries. Okay.
Alright, mate. Go having a chat about me now. There you go. Oh, hang on a minute. Somebody else wants to talk to me now. How you doing? So we have a bit of a pleasant chat about the company and how it's changed hands. I used to have a Sheffield depot, and I said to him, we used to run vehicles between here, which is South Hempsall and Sheffield, and we also run vehicles from Sheffield down to Ginsters in Cornwall and places like that. Anyway, the conversation goes along quite sweetly, and then one of the other managers start to come and approach, and this guy is an absolute star. You are, sorry?
Why are you filming?
YouTube videos, mate.
For what?
YouTube?
Yeah, but why are you filming here?
It's a company, and I video companies.
Alright. That's all you do?
Yeah. 150 videos all about different companies and things. And I know this company because I used to drive out of it. Well, I used to deliver out of here. You still got the Sheffield depot just off at Parkway?
No. I had that for years.
Yeah, I didn't think you had.
What did you used to drive for? You used to we what it was called? Matthew Birds when we...
It was what, sorry?
You know what, Turkey Man?
Right.
They used to do. Did you used to drive for them?
No. I had my own haulage company.
Did you used...
And we used to run a lot between here and Sheffield.
Yeah.
And we used to take a lot from Sheffield down to Ginsters at Cornwall.
Yeah. Now we had Sheffield for years.
Yeah.
In fact, it's not when you worked here. It's not still the same company. It's changed hands since then.
It'd be
A&M Group.
about 1990, 1999, 2000 when I was coming out of here.
Here, that.
That's when you started?
Yeah, 99.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to come in here and then go in the office just there and
Yeah.
get all paperwork and everything.
It's not A&M Group anymore either.
All right.
A&M Group, didn't it, when you worked for them?
I can't remember, mate.
That's when Sheffield, where it all went defunct. It's up in about 2012.
I've
2009.
I've been to bed since then.
We were in limbo for 3 years.
So as soon as this other guy approaches, he starts saying, "You're not videoing inside here." I said, "No, I'm videoing the yard." He said, "You can't, it's illegal." Like I said, absolute star.
Mate, you're not videoing inside, are you?
No.
I'm videoing yard, mate.
You can't, it's illegal.
No, it's not illegal.
You haven't got permission off of these people that you're putting onto your camera, videoing them, mate. It's illegal to
No,
video
it's not.
people.
I'm on public property, mate, and
You
there's
are,
no
but you're
such
pointing
thing.
your camera into the yard, and these people are not. They haven't given you their permission to be filmed.
Well, it don't
neither have
matter.
I.
It don't matter. It's public property, and on public
This
property.
is public property,
Yeah,
but that's
yeah, yeah.
private property that you're filming
That don't
into.
matter.
Well, I'll get reception to ring
Well,
police, mate.
well,
and
you
they
ring
can-
them, but you know when
These-
Queen stands on a balcony at Buck House.
These people in here haven't given you permission to film them, though, mate. They might
I
not
don't
want
need.
you.
I
to
don't
film
need
them.
permission.
They might not want you to film
I don't
them.
need permission.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
No, there's no such
That's
thing.
private property that you're filming on.
Oh,
mate.
that don't matter.
Why don't it?
Because I'm on public property, and if I'm
That's
on
like
public
you
property,
coming to my house and putting a
No,
camera
don't
in
talk
my house.
wet. I'm
Of
not
course it is. That's
outside your house.
That's
I'm
private
just
property.
outside work.
You're outside a workplace that you don't work for, videoing people without their permission.
That don't make a difference.
It's data protection.
It has it data protection.
Because you're filming.
Working that might not want to be on camera.
Well, that's still not data protection. I've got no personal information about it. And after a short while, a third person turns up and starts quoting GDPR. They obviously don't know anything about GDPR, anything at all like that. Anyway, let's watch a bit more and watch them make fools of themselves.
GDPR, you can't film.
GDPR my fault.
You can't film them without permission.
Rubbish.
You
Who's
can't.
told you that?
What purpose are you filming for, mate?
YouTube, mate.
YouTube.
YouTube.
For what?
I do industrial estates.
Doing
YouTube videos about industrial estates.
doing what though? Why would you need to film somebody who's at work, busy in their day?
What's a YouTube channel called?
pjaudits. I do all sorts of things. I just went up to Next up there and had some really nice shots.
Just out of curiosity though. So
this manager's now trying to say that me being there with a camera will distract a fork truck driver. Is this guy a professional fork truck driver, or is he just somebody who's no licence and jumped on a fork truck and doesn't know what he's doing? Because if he's a professional fork truck driver, nothing should distract him. Vehicles coming, going, people talking to each other, lorries coming in and out with dash cams on, all that kind of rubbish. Nothing should distract him. He should be concentrating on his job, not thinking about other things. Right.
this guy's doing his job.
Right.
He's on a forklift and there's people in yard.
Right.
And you're filming him, distracting him, making him feel
Am I
under pressure.
distracting him?
Because you're holding a camera into yard while he's on a forklift and there's people in yard. So if he's concentrating on you filming him rather
Why
than
would
what
it
he's doing,
concentrate on me?
because it's distracting to people, mate.
Videos you're putting on there are controversial videos about.
What's that, sorry?
A visit to a chemical plant today. Visited a firm, met a very nice man. Blah blah blah. Secret, can't tell you who delivered who was secret about a company. Blah blah.
No, I think you're on the wrong person, mate.
If you're not doing no dodgy, mate, right, which...
I'll tell you why I come in.
don't-
I've just spoke to this
we
chap
don't
and told
really
him.
understand what you're doing, and
From the bad.
yeah, when I'm not bothered about that, people do what they want to do.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, you're on private property.
I'm on public property, so I can
which is
video what
fair
I like.
enough.
And then we get the usual, you stood in the driveway and there's vehicles coming in and out. There's been nothing coming in and out for 20 minutes while I've been there. There's been nothing coming in and out while he's talking to me, and he's stood in the middle of the driveway as well. You know, if he's that concerned about somebody stood in the entrance to the factory, why is he stood there? I mean, he can stand on the curb at the side of the entrance and still talk to me. He don't have to stand in the middle of the drive and talk to me, somewhere that's apparently dangerous.
You stood in a driveway to where forklift comes up to and wagons come in and out of,
Do you know, I know that.
which isn't safe for you. So if you wouldn't mind just coming back this way.
Well, once again, it's a public footpath, and if I want to stand in the middle, I'll stand in the middle. And when a vehicle comes, I am, you know, I've got enough noggin up here to actually
I'd like
get
to
out of
think
the
so.
way.
I'm not saying you haven't, but
Right then.
I'd personally like it if you moved out
I'll
of
go and ask
out
that
of
guy
this
on the
area.
forklift truck.
Then we get another manager who's arrived and starts giving it some of this and telling me, you need to walk away. What chance has he got? None.
If he doesn't want filming, I'll come back to you now and tell you, and you need to walk away because he won't want filming.
I don't need to walk away, mate. You don't need to tell me what I do and what I can and can't do.
If he doesn't want filming, then
No. You don't tell me what I can and can't do, like I can't tell you what you can and can't do.
Right.
Dead easy.
That's right. So if he don't want filming, he doesn't want filming, but you're
I'm not filming him, I'm filming you.
You don't need to get aggregated, right?
I'm just trying to get, I'm trying to get a point over.
Nobody's shouting at you.
No, fair enough.
Coming across very aggressive. I haven't raised my voice to you.
Yeah, of course it is.
He's filming us.
This is on.
I'm on public property.
With him. I haven't said that he can't film me. I'm just talking to him. What I'm saying to you, mate, is you're getting quite aggressive.
Yeah, because you're talking rubbish, mate.
No, I was saying that you need
You're telling. No, I'm getting annoyed with him because he's telling me.
I'm allowed my opinion, just like you.
Yeah, fine. That's fine. That's fine. No, okay. All right,
All we're
okay.
asking you is not to film in yard.
Right.
To watch what you're doing, because there's waggons that.
I know that. I'm not stupid.
In and out. I never said you were stupid.
Right.
I never. The words "you're stupid" never left my mouth.
No, but that's what you're implying.
And to be honest, if you want to talk to me, I'll move on this way.
Yeah, that's fine. The reason I was raising my voice is because this gentleman here was telling me what I can and I can't do.
We're not saying you can't do it, but
You've just stood there and told me. And then this idiot tries to put his hand in front of my camera and I say, "Don't touch my bloody camera, mate." What an idiot.
So,
You've stood there. Take your hand off my camera. Don't touch my property, mate. He's just told me what I can and I can't do, and now he's touching my equipment.
Well, I'm not touching your equipment.
No, that's fine.
I'm trying to talk to you.
That's fine, but don't blame me for getting rag on if he's telling me what I can and I can't do.
I don't want to be filmed.
Well, go back in your office, mate, out of the way. Dead easy.
But he's not raising his voice at you, is he?
No, I'm not.
No.
We're civilised adults.
That's fine.
If you just want to move out of that.
I'll come and stand on there with you.
I'll talk to you. No
Yeah,
problem
that's fine.
whatsoever.
Right, do you want to hear why I'm here? I did tell this chap.
I am quite busy, but I have got 2 minutes if you'd like it.
Right. And what did I say to you? Why did I say I was here?
Drive out here.
I used to drive out of here 20 odd years ago.
That's absolutely fine, mate.
And that's why I'm here. That's one of the
Appreciate People are
reasons.
trying to do the job.
I'm
It's
not
been
stopping anybody doing the job.
reported in office that there's some guy, well, we don't know who you are, stood in the entrance of where the lorries come in, filming into the yard.
Do you know when he walked into that office? Do you know where I was?
I've not a clue, mate. I've
Yeah, I'll tell you, shall I?
Come on.
I was getting out my car and I was putting my bag over my shoulder when he walked past me. I'd not even picked my bloody camera up.
It raised the concern.
I'd
that-
not even picked my
that
camera up.
Somebody was stood that didn't look, no offence to you, that
watch
didn't
it,
look
watch the
like
wagon
they
here,
belonged,
fella.
stood outside in front of the yard where wagons come in and out with camera footage recording.
I didn't have that. He walked into that office as I was stood at the car. So every time somebody gets out of the car, does he walk in the office and say, "There's somebody getting out of the
Mate,
car"?
It's the first time this week somebody's come and got me.
Right.
But at the end of the day, the people are trying to get on with the jobs.
I don't doubt that. So the second bloke that came along, or was it the third? I can't remember now. There's that many of them. Says, "I would appreciate it if you went somewhere else and videoed." I'm sure he would, and I'm going to, but not until I finish videoing these 3 numpties.
Appreciate it if you just pick somewhere else to go and do it.
I am. I'm going to walk around. I'm going to do.
Which is fair enough.
I'm going to do quite a few estates on here, industries on here,
Absolutely
mate.
your prerogative, mate. It is public property.
But I do
Walk where you
object
like.
to being told what I can and I can't
I
do.
haven't told you anything.
No, but your mate
I
here
asked you
has.
if you'd stop filming it.
Yeah, you
yard.
did, but he told me I couldn't do
Yes,
it.
you're filming in the yard, but that guy, you know, you've not asked his permission. That's all
I
I'm
don't
saying.
need his permission. I can film anything. I can film the Queen on the balcony at Buck House, and she can't do a thing about it. She can't do a sausage
Right,
about
what
it.
if that guy didn't want to be on camera because for personal reasons, and then you put it all on the internet?
What?
Mate,
I'm not videoing this.
It's
I can't.
public
You
property.
couldn't recognise him from that distance,
public
mate.
property,
You who stood there, I can. And you who stood there, I
this
can.
is public property. That's private property. I'd appreciate it if you moved on to somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't doubt that, mate. but I'm going to finish doing the video that I started off doing, and then I will go.
You never stop doing video.
No, but I still am.
Filming all the time.
I have.
I'm not stupid as well, so please don't tell
Yeah,
me.
but I still haven't spoke about when I worked here and what it was like here and everything else.
Could you do it out of here without pointing at the staff, please? If you won't mind.
No,
You
because
don't need to point at the staff to get your
I
point across.
wasn't particularly pointing at the staff. So the manager says, look, you can finish the video now if you like. And I said, well, I haven't finished talking about when I used to deliver in and out of here and what it was like, and you know what all the different things are on the site. And he says, well, you can do that without pointing your camera on the site. I said, how? How can I say that's a refrigeration unit over there, that's the loading bay, etc., without pointing my camera onto site? Don't be silly, man.
You don't need to point your camera onto the grounds to get your point across.
Yeah, I do.
working here.
Yeah, because I can say that's where this and that's where that and this and that and other. I can't do that without pointing camera there, can I?
You've already pointed camera there.
But I still haven't done what I was doing.
That you really need, mate.
No, I
And
haven't.
I'm not trying to be clever or funny with you. I've asked you politely.
Yeah, you have. Yeah.
And
You're not the problem. It's him that's the problem.
I've asked you politely.
Guys in the
and
yard.
there haven't been no crosswords. And all I'm asking is you just move on somewhere else.
Yeah, I will do. As
If you
soon
don't
as I
mind.
finish, it's going to be about another 5 minutes and then I'm off. Then he's saying to me, I just don't want you to video staff that look like they've been dragged out of bed, you know, and they look, you know, a bit rough because they've been at work all day. And I said to him, look, you know, I go to some places and they invite me in and I get a look around and they explain everything to me. And when they do that, you know, the people that watch my videos comment and say, what a wonderful firm, what a great place to work, etc., etc. And then I go to other places that give me a hard time, like these three are, and they get slated in the comments. And he says, I don't care. Well, that's a good advert for the company, isn't it? I don't care if my company gets slated because I'm being a dick.
Just be careful, wagons coming in and out.
Yes, I know.
And trying to be courteous towards members of staff that are coming in and out of work, that might not want to look like they've just been dragged out of bed backwards because they've been at work all day.
Yeah.
Just be a bit
But I do.
respectful
If you go on my website, I did a big massive tour of tarmac. Showed me all around the factory how they make the bricks and all sorts of things. Canning conveyors. They show me all around and what I do.
You are not news now, yeah.
PJ's news.
They give me a big tour of the factory and everything. I go around lorry parks talking to lorry drivers about shortage of drivers and all that kind of stuff. And then the stupid stroppy one says, well, you should be wearing a high vis. I said, I'm on a public road. I don't have to wear a high vis on a public road. Get real, man.
Still think about wearing an high-vis jacket as well, you know, when you're near yards like this.
No, when I'm on a public road, I don't need to.
Just for the wagons to see you when they're in and out.
What, like your mate here?
He's just not big.
I ain't wearing high vis on.
I know.
My company
There we go.
is if I'm in yard wearing high vis.
That's fine comment, but he's telling me I ought to wear one.
Suggesting perhaps you ought to think
Yeah, I've got one in car, and if I were going anywhere where I needed one, I'd put one on. I've got a hard hat and I've got steel boots in there as well. I come prepared, mate.
Super.
As soon as you can finish up, mate, with minimum disruption as you can, and with respect towards members of staff that are working inside the
I
car.
don't go out my way to piss members of staff off. I really don't.
I'm not saying you don't.
Right.
But some people don't like cameras being
Exactly,
pointed
yeah,
at
that's the
them,
point,
especially in a working environment.
It's 50 yards away, mate. I couldn't recognise. And then they go back to the usual. He's not thinking about his job. He's thinking about a man there with a camera. This fork truck driver, is there something wrong with him? You know, is he unable to concentrate on his job if there's something around him that slightly distracts him? If that's the case, he shouldn't be allowed on a fork truck. He shouldn't be allowed anywhere near a fork truck. You know, he wants to be working on a switch, on, off, and that's it. Not driving a lethal fork truck around. You know, he needs to be able to concentrate on his job no matter what is happening around him.
In his mind that somebody stood there, I guarantee you, with your camera, you've just told me that you're not daft. So
No,
clearly
no.
you can appreciate that it could be on his mind, right? And while he's not thinking about his job, he's thinking about something different. An accident could happen. And I've got a duty of care to that member of staff and every other member of staff.
I don't doubt that.
To make sure that
I don't
they've
doubt
got
that,
the
but
best
I am.
chance to do their job
I
as
don't
safely
doubt
as
that.
possible.
I don't doubt that at all.
Without interference.
I'm not interfering with him at all. All I'm doing is saying, you know, plastic pallets for me, wooden pallets for other stuff, blah de da de da de da.
Please be as respectful as you can.
I always am, mate. That's how I get
that.
invited into places.
Well, it's
You-
not my
you- honestly-
property, so I couldn't invite.
So I try and explain to this manager that he's the exception. You know, that some places, the people come out and they tell me all about the factory, what they do and all sorts of things. And the majority of my videos, people are quite happy to tell me what they do and what they manufacture. They're proud of what they do. They're not paranoid about a man with a lethal camera, like this lot. Now, honestly, you're the exception. The majority of people, I was at Next yesterday, and one of the loss managers come out, asked me what I was doing. I told him, and he spent 20 minutes talking to me, telling me all about the company and everything else. And then he starts on about me being a visitor, saying that I have to have a COVID test and an induction and all that kind of stuff. Not if I'm stood on a bloody public footpath, I don't. You know, do they do this every time somebody walks past? Hang on a minute, mate, let's give you a COVID test. You need a high-vis vest walking past here. You need a site induction to walk past our factory. How ridiculous is this? How much rubbish can this one man come out with?
Mate, you're a visitor.
No, hang on a minute. Now,
You're a visitor. You'll be a visitor. We've got a policy that all visitors on site have to have COVID tests, fill documents out. You couldn't walk onto this site.
I don't want to walk on,
mate.
mate.
Nightmare of paperwork. So
I don't want to walk on. The point I'm trying to make. And then this manager stupidly says, I don't care. I don't care if I get slated. You know, it doesn't make a difference to me. I'm just not interested. I get slated every day. Yeah, but that's by his workers. You know, he is not a good advert for his company because he doesn't care. He doesn't care what people think. But, you know, if he's representing that company, he should be thinking about how this is going to appear to Joe Public when they watch it on YouTube. You know, I don't think he understands the implications that come along with the way he's acting. It's crazy. You know, these people that talk to me about the company and tell me all about it without even stood at the gate like you are, when it goes on YouTube, and some of my videos have had 1 million views, these people that tell me all about the company, everybody says, oh, what a wonderful company, you were brilliant and everything else. When I go to companies and they give me a hard time, got to get slated off at people that, you know. Yeah, dilly gaff, I know.
Spent 20 years getting slated off people.
Yeah.
Funky, flying.
Yeah, but it's not what you...
Other people's opinions of me.
No, but it's not. It doesn't reflect on you. It reflects on the business as well.
Well, why does it reflect on business? I've been very respectful to you. I asked you to move.
Yeah,
I was concerned about your safety and safety of staff that were working.
I agree.
And it wasn't me that were getting irate and raising my voice at people.
No, but there again, I weren't telling you what you could and couldn't do.
I wasn't telling you.
No, but he was, and it was him.
Why have I got anything to worry about?
You've got nothing to worry about. You'll probably come out all right. He'll get slated.
We're raising his concerns. That's
You don't need to raise concerns. I am an adult.
I've got a full-time job to get
myself.
packed up.
Yeah, what
I
is your
can't
job?
stand here chewing cudwear all day.
No, what is your
so
job?
I'm a production manager. I've got to get back to what I'm doing.
What's your name? Just your first name. Just your first name will do.
Sorry, that is GDPR.
All right. Well, I'll tell you now. My name's Pete.
Nice to meet you.
All right.
Please be careful and be as respectful
don't worry.
as you can.
Don't worry. I'm not out to upset people. See you later, mate. And you can't see it on camera until the end when they start walking away. There was actually 5 of them there. 5! For a man with a deadly camera. Anyway, they trot off back inside and I carry on videoing the site for a little bit longer. So anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, please share, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everybody, I'll see you soon.